Hello students, in the previous lectures we have seen the application to increasing and decreasing function of derivatives. In this lecture we will see the application of derivatives for maxima and minima. For maxima and minima. Means we have to find the point, we have to find the value of x at which our function will attain the maximum value or it will attain the minimum value. To find that maximum and minimum, again we are using derivative of our functions. So how to use these derivatives to find the maximum value of the function or to find the minimum value of the function, we will see in this topic. First of all, what is maxima, what is minima, or what is maximum, what is minimum? As its name, maximum means largest value and minimum means lowest value of that function. Okay, so we will find that point x at which the function is maximum, or that point x at which the function is minimum. If the function is maximum at x is equal to some point c, then that point will be called as maxima. And if value of the function is a minimum at that some point x is equal to c, then that point x is equal to c is called as minima. We have seen, students, increasing and decreasing function. Again we will go to that point and we will relate it to this one. Okay, so for maxima, for increasing function, what was happening? Consider this graph. We have seen increasing function. So for increasing function, slope of the tangent is always positive, greater than 0, like this. This is your increasing function. Okay, and now I will draw the same function, continued decreasing function from this point. So from this point my function is decreasing. So what happens here? At this point, what happens? The function is going increasing up to this. It will attain maximum value and again it will start decreasing. Its value will go decreasing. Function is decreasing. So this point at which it attains the maximum value is nothing but x is equal to c, and this point is called as maxima. This point is called as maxima. Similarly, if we consider the same one again, if we consider the graph like this, look at this. Suppose first of all my function is decreasing, and at some point it will again start increasing. So at some point it will again start to increase. So what happens here? The function, value of the function decreases up to this point, and at this point x is equal to c, the function will attain the minimum value, and after this point again the value of the function is increasing. Now look at these two graphs. What happens here? First of all, the value is increasing. This function is what? Increasing function up to this, and now it is decreasing. Okay, here what happens? The value of the function is decreasing and then it goes increasing. So here if to the left hand side of this point x is equal to c, the function is increasing, and to the right hand side of this point x is equal to c, the value of the function is decreasing, then this point x is equal to c is called maxima. This point is called as maxima, and this value of the function at this point, I will show this by red one. At this point the value of the function, that is f of c, is nothing but maximum value of that function. This is nothing but maximum. This is maximum. Look at the words maxima and maximum. Maxima and maximum. Now what happens? Come to this one. This x is equal to c. Here the value of the function is minimum. So x is equal to c is called as minima, and at that point value of the function at this point value of the function f of c is nothing but minimum value. Value of the function is minimum value. Here the value of the function is minimum. So thus maxima and minima, actual geometrical meaning is like this. Now for every graph you will not see the graphs like this. Okay, so what will you check? You will consider some neighborhood of x. Every time the graphs will not be like this. Okay, so what will we consider? For that point we will consider its neighborhood. Neighborhood means what? I will consider the points to the left hand side of x is equal to c and some points to the right hand side of the x is equal to c. So if I consider the neighborhood of x, means I will consider up to this and up to this. So what happens? Suppose this distance is h, then this point will be c minus h and this point will be c plus h. This x is equal to c minus h and c plus h. So I have to consider this neighborhood. So what will happen? I will consider only this graph, because the graph may be like this. Suppose consider this one. This graph is there. Okay. So if the graph is like this, suppose like this, then what will happen? Here you can see that the value is increasing, again decreasing, and again the value is increasing. Increasing, decreasing, and again it is increasing. So what happens? I have to find the maximum value. This value is maximum. Here also if I consider this interval, again I will get the maximum value for this interval here. So what is this? If I consider some intervals for the function and in that interval I am getting maximum value of that function, those maximum values are called as local maxima. Those are called as local maximum. Value of f of x is maximum and value of x is maxima. So they are called as local maxima. This one is local maximum. But if I compare these 2 points, this one is maximum, this one is greater than this one. So this is called as absolute maximum. This one is called as local maximum, local, and this point is called as absolute maximum. Absolute. Got it? So maximum, generally we will find local maximum and local minimum. In general we will find local maximum and local minimum. Means what will we check? We will check the value of that function in the deleted delta neighborhood of x. The deleted delta neighborhood means what? It is nothing, just neighborhood of x, means to the left hand side as well as to the right hand side of this point I will consider an interval, and in that interval the function where the value of the function is maximum, that value is called as local maximum, or where the value of the function is minimum, that value of the function is called as local minimum. So do you got this absolute and local maxima or minima? Okay, absolute means what? Throughout the function, overall the function, the value of that function will be maximum or minimum overall throughout the function, throughout the graph. So that is absolute maximum or absolute minimum. And local means what? We will consider that interval only, and in that interval only the value where it is maximum, it is called as local maximum. So this, for this interval, this one is local maximum. Got it? And if I consider the overall this, then this one is absolute maximum. So these are the concept of maxima and minima, or maximum and minimum value of the function. Got it? These are the concepts of the maximum or minimum. Now look at this. If I consider in this interval, if I find the derivative of f of x with respect to x, means f dash of x. So what will happen? Up to this, from left hand side of x is equal to c for this function, for maxima, up to this from c minus h to c, what will happen? Slope of tangent will be greater than 0. Slope of tangent will be greater than 0. So in this interval my function is increasing function. How I will find the function is maximum at that point? I will check to the left hand side of x is equal to c. So for this, if the function derivative of the function is greater than 0, means function is increasing. Now after x is equal to c, means from c to h, what will happen? The derivative f dash of x of the function at these points will be having values less than 0, means slope of the tangent is negative. So this part is decreasing. This part of the function is decreasing function. So what happens? If for the point x is equal to c, to the left hand side the function is increasing, and from c to the right hand side the function is decreasing, then x is equal to c is called maxima, and that value of the function is called as maximum value of the function. Same will be happen for this one. If for x is equal to c, if I check to the left hand side, f dash of x will have negative values less than 0, means the function is decreasing, and from c if I go to the right hand side, means the values of the derivative of f at these points will be greater than 0, means this function, this part is increasing. So here the first part is decreasing, second part is increasing, then that point is nothing but minima, and value of the function is nothing but minimum value. And here first part is increasing, after x is equal to c it is decreasing, so x is equal to c is called as maxima, and at that point value of the function is nothing but maximum value of that function. Got the concepts of maxima and minima, that is maximum and minimum. Okay, we will go ahead and we will find the tests how to find the maximum and minimum values of the function actually by using our derivatives, by using our differentiation. It is very simple. If you got this concept, this is very important. Geometrically you should understood what is maxima, what is minima, what is maximum, what is minimum. If you are clear with increasing and decreasing function, then here you will have no problem. Increasing function, decreasing function. For the same function, if a part is increasing and after a point, typical point, the part is decreasing, then that point is nothing but maxima, and value of the function is maximum. If for a function at x is equal to c, before x is equal to c the part is decreasing function, and after x is equal to c the part is increasing function, then the x is nothing but minima, and value of the function at that point is nothing but minimum value. The concept which is explained here we will use to find actually minimum and maximum values of the function, of that respective function. Okay, so for that what should we do? We have to find again derivatives of the function. We have to find again derivative of the function. There are two ways, two different methods to find the maximum and minimum value of the function. The first method is nothing but first derivative test, and second method is nothing but second order derivative test. So actually what is it? We will find out first of all first order derivative test. There are two methods to find maxima and minima, or maximum and minimum value of that function. What are those two methods? The first one is first order derivative test. First order derivative test. And the second one, number 2, is second order derivative test. Second order derivative test. As we have explained in this graph, we will use the first order derivative test. After that we will consider the second order derivative test. But remember, in general, second order derivative test is quite easy to apply. So throughout you can apply the second order derivative test. We will see only the concept of this first order derivative test. It is not necessary to find the maxima and minima by the first order derivative test. But we will see what is the concept of first order derivative test, and then we will go to the second order derivative test. Actual examples we will solve by this second method, second order derivative test. So first of all, consider first order derivative test. What is first order derivative test? Look here, in this test, what are the steps actually? So first of all, the first step, find f dash of x. Find f dash of x. First of all, find f dash of x. After finding f dash of x, what you have to do? Number 2, find roots of the equation f dash of x is equal to 0. Find roots of the equation f dash of x is equal to 0. This is the equation f dash of x. Here you will get f dash of x. Here you will equate that derivative to 0, and solving this equation you will find roots of this equation. To find roots of this equation means what? You have to find the value of x. You have to find the value of x. So here you will get some value of this x where f dash of x is equal to 0. So here let solving this we will get x is equal to c such that f dash of c is equal to 0. So x is equal to c is the point where our function will be maximum or it may be minimum. Function will have maximum or minimum value. This is the first part. This is the first step. This one is the second step. And now in the third step, what will we consider? I will consider f dash of c minus h. F dash of c minus h. Now what is this h? F dash of c minus h. What is this h? Consider f dash of c minus h where h is greater than 0. H is very small but greater than 0. Smallest positive number. I am considering f dash of c minus h. Now if f dash of c minus h is less than 0, f dash of c minus h is less than 0 means what happens? F dash of c minus h is less than 0 means what happens? Means the part to the left hand side of x is equal to c, the function is decreasing. The function is decreasing. Can you remind the test of decreasing function? F dash of x is less than 0, then we call that function as decreasing function. The same way is here, f dash of c minus h is less than 0 means in this part, in which part? C minus h to c, the function is decreasing. That is f of x is decreasing. F of x is decreasing from x is equal to c minus h to x is equal to c. For this one. Okay. Now and if f dash of c minus h is greater than 0, so the function will be increasing. At this point. So here x is equal to c at f dash of c is equal to 0. X is equal to c is the root of this equation. So look at that third step. Here we will consider like two cases here. So in the first case we will consider for the minimum, and for this in the second case we will consider for the maximum. So now case first. This first I will write in another form. Okay, case first. What happens? F dash of c minus h is less than 0, means function is decreasing from x is equal to c minus h to c, and f dash of c plus h is greater than 0, or greater than or equal to 0. You may consider here less than or equal to. F dash of c plus h is greater than or equal to 0. That is what happens? F of x is increasing. F of x is increasing from x is equal to c to x is equal to c plus h. C plus h means actually what is c minus h? C minus h is that point on x axis which is to the left hand side of x, and c plus h is what? Is that point which is to the right hand side of x is equal to c. To the right hand side of x is equal to c, because our h is very small but positive number. Now look at this. F dash of c minus h is less than or equal to 0 means my function is decreasing, and for this one greater than 0 means my function is increasing. So what happens? Function will like this, decreasing, and after c it is increasing, and for x is equal to c the slope of the tangent will be 0. Okay, so that point x is equal to c is nothing but then remember, very important, x is equal to c is minima. X is equal to c is minima, and f of c means value of the function at x is equal to c is minimum. So what we have to do for first order derivative test? First of all, find f dash of x. Find the roots of the equation f dash of x is equal to 0. You will get x is equal to c, so that f dash of c is equal to 0. After that we will consider the cases. Means the first one, if f dash of c minus h is less than 0 and f dash of c plus h is greater than 0, means function is first decreasing, then it is increasing. So what happens? At x is equal to c, means the c is the point which is giving lowest value of that function. So that point is a minima, and the value of the function is called as minimum value. So in this interval only we are considering this c minus h to c plus h. So they are called as local minima and local minimum. They are called as local minima and local minimum. In the same way we will consider the second case. Like this again we will consider the second case. I will write here case second. What will happen? Case second, that same way f dash of c minus h is greater than 0. What it means? F dash of c minus h is greater than 0. Can you see this part of board? Yes, you can see. Okay, f dash of c minus h is greater than 0, or you may call it you may consider it greater than or equal to 0 also. Then what is about our function in this part? From c minus h to c, x is equal to c minus h to c, derivative is greater than 0 means what? We have seen that such a function is increasing function. Okay, so f of x is increasing where from x is equal to c minus h to x is equal to c. Okay, in this part the function is increasing, and f dash of c plus h is less than 0. That is what? That is decreasing. Function is decreasing where from x is equal to c 2x is equal to c plus h. So what happens in such case? First of all, the function is going increasing. At x is equal to c, it will have topmost value, and after that the value of the function is decreasing. Means what? First increasing, then decreasing. So at that point where the value is topmost, the function will have maximum value, and that value is nothing but local maximum of that function. Then x is equal to c, then x is equal to c is maxima. It is nothing but maxima, and f of c means value of the function at this point is maximum value of the function, is maximum value of the function. Okay, so got this minimum value and maximum value. How we obtain this? We obtain this by only first order derivative. Here we have taken first order derivative, here also we have taken first order derivative. Got it? After this, now we will consider the second order derivative test. You just have to understand this. It is not necessary to find the maximum or minimum by using the first order derivative test. In general, we will use second order derivative test. That is quite simple than this one. Okay.